Hello everyone. Good evening everyone. I'm going to start today's session. I'm going to give you some introduction about trading, and today the class is about support and resistance strategy. Okay, can you hear my voice clearly everyone?
Yes, bro, your voice is clear.
Okay, good.
Yes, voice clear.
Okay, good. Okay, connect with headphones. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Sure.
Connect with headphones. Okay, I'm going to start today's session. Okay, mute your mics everyone. Okay, I will give you some introduction about candlestick before going to start class. Okay, every candle or on every minute you can see 4 prices. I will show you here in this minute. Okay, in this minute, this is 21:35 minute. Here, this is opening price. This is opening price of this minute. In 1 minute, I am showing you this is opening price of this minute, and the candle opened, the price opened from this level, and this is high price, then this opening price, and this is low price, then this opening price, and this is closing price. Okay, this is opening price, this is closing price, this is low price, and this is high price. Okay, on every minute or every hour candle or every week candle or day candle, you can find 4 prices: the opening price and the closing price and the low price and the high price. These 4 prices are very important while trading or to find the next moment. These 4 prices are very important. Okay, in this minute, in this 21:35 minute, we are seeing the opening price is here. The opening price is here. The high price is here. This is low price, and this is closing price. If you combine these 4 prices, this price, okay, I will draw the 4 prices here. 1 minute. Okay, this is opening price, and this is closing price. Okay, these 2 prices are opening price and closing price. This is opening price and this is closing price. Okay, the price started from this level, and we were seeing a falling in the price, and this is a closing price. This is high price. If you draw this line like this, okay, this is a high price, this is a low price. Okay, the candle is looking like this, like a bearish candle with small rejection above, with strong rejection below. Okay, I will show you this candle here to know this price. Okay, this candle, you can see this candle. The candle has these 4 prices. Okay, the opening price, the closing price, and the high price and the low price. Okay, there is a rejection. The wick is called a rejection. The above wick is called a rejection from sellers, and the below wick is called a rejection from buyers in the red candle. Similarly, in the green candle, the above wick is rejection from sellers and the below wick is rejection from buyers in the green candle. Okay, the green candle is showing us the market is going up. The red candle is showing us the market went down from this level. If the market is going down, we can see the bearish candle, a red candle. The red candle is called bearish candle and the green candle is called bullish candle. Bullish candle means a buyer's candle. Red candle means a seller's candle. If the sellers enter, we can see a bearish candle. If the buyers entered, we can see a bullish candle. If the price goes up, we can find a bullish candle. If the price is going down, we can see a bearish candle. The red candle is called bearish candle. The green candle is called bullish candle. And the above wick is called rejection from sellers. The below wick is called rejection from buyers. Okay. In every candlestick, we can find 4 prices. The high price here in this candle, we are seeing the high price and the closing price is same, because from this level, as soon as the market opened in this minute, sellers enter directly without buyer's entry. That's why we are not seeing any upper wick here. There is no buyer's entry. The opening price and the closing price is same. That's why we are seeing no wick above this red candle. Directly sellers entered, but we are seeing a wick or shadow below this candle because we are seeing a rejection from buyers from this level. Okay, I will show you some examples. Okay, here I will show you the candlestick formation. Okay, here this is a bearish candle. If this candle is a 30-second candle, if this candle is a 30-second candle, okay, if this is a bullish candle, these two candles are a 30-second candles. If we combine these two candles, we can find a 1 minute candle like this. The below wick is a rejection from buyers. You can see in this candle, the price started from this level. As soon as the market hit this level, buyers entered from this level to this level. Okay, this is opening price, this is low price, this is high price, and the closing price. So the sellers entered from this level. When the market hit this level, buyers entered from this level to this level. So buyers are here. We are seeing sellers entry from this level. So sellers are here. So buyers are here. We are seeing sellers entry from this level. The candle closing point is here. So the candle closing point is near to seller's entry point. So there is a chance to enter sellers after this candle because we are seeing a closing point is near to seller's entry point. This is seller's entry point. This is buyer's entry point. The closing point is near to seller's entry point, so there is a chance to enter sellers from this level because the candle closing point is far from the buyer's entry point in this candle. Okay, if these candles are 30-second candles, the 1 minute candle will be like this. Okay, and if these candles are 1 minute candles, the 2 minute candle will be look like this. Okay, so in every candlestick we can find 4 prices. Okay, I will show you here. Okay, here this is opening price, this is closing price, this is low price, this is high price. In this bullish candle, this is opening price, closing price, high price, and the low price. Okay, similarly in the bullish candle, we can find the opening price below. In the bearish candle, we can find the opening price is above. So we are seeing a buyer's entry from this level, and here also we are seeing a buyer's entry from this level. The buyer's entry started from this level to this level. This is first buyer's entry point. Okay, and I will draw clearly. Okay, in this candle, we are seeing a seller's entry from this level. Okay, sellers entered from this level to this level, and buyers entered from this level to this level. Again, sellers entered from this level to this level. So sellers are here. If market come to this level, there is a chance to enter sellers. If market come to this level, there is a chance to enter buyers. If market come to this level, there is a chance to enter sellers. So now we know sellers are here and sellers are here, buyers are here, buyers are here. So at the opening price, we are seeing seller's entry. At the low price, we are seeing buyer's entry. At the high price, we are seeing seller's entry. But we don't know who will enter at this level. We are seeing sellers here, we are seeing buyers here, we are seeing sellers here. But we don't know who will enter at this level, at this closing point, or at this opening price of the next candle. We don't know who will enter. To know the next buyer's entry or seller's entry, we need to analyze this candle. Okay, sellers are here and the sellers are here and the buyers are here. Okay, the candle closed near to seller's area. Okay, because we know the seller's rejection from this level and we know the seller's entry from this level. Okay, there is no buyer at this area. So sellers will definitely enter from this level. But if there is any price action or if there is any resistance level previously at this area, sellers will definitely enter. 90% of the time, the sellers will enter. If there is no sellers, if there is no resistance level at the closing point of this candle, the buyers will continue at least to this level because there is a gap between the closing point of this candle and the seller's entry point. So at least to this level, the buyers will enter. If there is no resistance level at the closing point of this candle. Okay, in any candle, we need to observe the candlestick wicks and the sellers and buyers entry points. Okay, here we are seeing a seller's rejection. Here we are seeing a buyer's entry. Okay, from this level we are seeing seller's entry. From this level we are seeing buyer's entry. Here also we are seeing buyer's entry. This is a closing point. The closing point is near to seller's entry point, and the closing point is far from this seller's entry point. If this is a resistance level, we can go with sellers. If there is no resistance level in the left side, the buyers will continue to this level because the sellers are here. The closing point is here, far from the seller's entry point. At least to this level, the buyers will continue after this candle. So we need to observe the candlestick closing point and opening price, and the high price and the low price. And I will explain about support and resistance levels now. Okay, I think you already know these points, but I'm explaining because some people don't know about these topics. That's why I'm explaining. Okay, here I will show you how to draw the support and resistance levels. Okay, this is a support level. I will draw only closing points here. Okay, this is a resistance level. The resistance level is nothing but seller's area. The resistance level is nothing but a seller's area. At the resistance levels, sellers will enter. And here we are seeing a support level. This is called a support level. At the support level, buyers will enter. Okay, at the support level, buyers will enter. You are seeing a buyer's entry from this level. You are seeing a seller's entry from this level. So this is called resistance level. This is called a support level. Support level is nothing but buyer's area. Resistance level is nothing but seller's area. Sometimes sellers will enter at resistance level. Sometimes they will enter above the resistance level. So we need to observe the thing also. Sometimes the buyers will enter at the support level. Sometimes they will enter below the support level, or from this level or from this level. So we need to observe that point too before going to into the enter with the sellers or buyers. You can see here we are seeing sellers entry from this level. Now we are seeing sellers entry from the above the resistance level. Here also we are seeing the sellers entry from above the resistance level. Okay, sometimes they will enter above the resistance level, sometimes they will enter at the resistance level. We need to observe the market movement to enter with sellers and buyers. Okay, if you see any bullish candle from a level, that is called a support level, and if you see any seller's entry, that is called a resistance level. And here also I will show you some examples. We are seeing a seller's entry from this level and a buyer's entry from this level. Okay, there are some sellers. It means this is a resistance level. Again, if market come to this level, there is a chance to enter sellers. This is a buyer's area, support level. Again, if market come to this level, there is a chance to enter buyers again. Okay, this is a resistance, this is a support. And here also, I will show you clearly. Okay, this is a resistance level, this is a support level. Again, the market got support from this level. They choose this level as a entry point. Sellers choose this level as an entry point. Now we are seeing a resistance level here. Again, it reversed from the same support level. Again, we are seeing a resistance level here. Now they entered above the resistance level here. Again, they got support from the same resistance level. Again, they entered above the support resistance level. Again, it reversed. they choose below the previous support level as their entry point. Now buyers entered from this level. So like this way, the sellers and buyers always will change their entry points according to the market, according to the trend. Uptrend, if the market is in uptrend, the sellers will change their entry points above the previous levels like this. If the market is in downtrend, the buyers will always change their entry points below the previous levels like this. You can see the buyers entered below the previous entry point. Here, the sellers entered above the previous entry points. In uptrend and downtrend, always they will change their entry points. The seller and buyer is nothing but you and me. You are the seller and you are the buyer. You will buy the currency here and you will sell the currency with some profit here. You are the buyer here, you are the seller here. You need to think like buyer and seller while trading, while enter into the market. You need to think as a seller as well as buyer. Okay, I already told you this is a buyer's area. We are seeing buyer's entry from this level. Again, we are seeing buyer's entry from this level. Again, we are seeing a seller's entry from this level. From this level, we are seeing a seller's entry. Again, they changed their entry point from this level. Buyers, again sellers changed their entry point above this level. Buyers changed their entry point below this previous level. Sellers changed their entry point above the previous level. Okay, this is also a support and resistance level. This is a support level. We are seeing buyer's entry. This is a resistance level. We are seeing a seller's entry. This is also SNR level, but not all levels. The market doesn't respect all levels. Sometimes they will respect, sometimes they doesn't respect. Okay, here we are seeing a buyer's entry and a seller's entry in this level. Here we are seeing a buyer's entry from this level, seller's entry from this level, but at this area we are seeing a buyer's entry. There is no seller's entry. Here we are seeing a seller's entry. There is no buyer's entry. It means the market is not respecting this level every time. We are seeing the market is respecting this level here, but there is no respect, and there is no respect here, and there is no respect here. Sometimes they will respect, sometimes they doesn't respect. It doesn't respect. Okay, here we are seeing a seller's entry and we are seeing a level. Here also the market respect this level. Here also the market respect this level, and there is no respect here. Okay, sometimes they will respect, sometimes they don't respect the levels. Okay, we need to check which level the market is respecting. If the market will respect the level, most of the time we can call it a strong level. Now I will show you how to draw the strong level in the market, the strong SNR level. Okay, to draw a strong level, first of all, you need to go in the past history. You need to go in the past history near to this price bar. We are seeing a price bar here. This is a price bar, the dotted line. This is a